So hello everyone, this is AetherNightmare and welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. So we finished off what would conclude my 1.0 series, though I technically left off in the middle of a quest, so we're going to start off with that. And we should be able to start 2.0 today. Brand new quests, brand new areas. And somehow I managed to miss basic treasure.
Good price.
Let's head on over and finish what we started. Then I can truly be done with 1.0 and people won't nag me about it. It's you, is there something you need? I'd like to ask you about the Jingzai. The Jingzai, our master diviner, as her colleague, I shouldn't comment about her in public. Jingzai has a great personality and excels at what she does. She's an amazing colleague. Have you heard of someone named Guyu? Oh, I see you're interested in her love life. I've heard of him. I think it was a Vidyadhara poet. Jingzai used to talk about him a lot. It said that they were lovers not only in this life. Guyu and Jingzai dated each other in the 2 previous lifetimes too. Everyone considers that a romantic love story. However, this isn't possible from the perspective of the Vidyadhara like us. Without consuming a special potion, there's no way we can remember our lovers from our past lifetimes. Otherwise, one needs to carry something like a token during their hatching rebirth. What does Jingzai like? Well, maybe they carried a token. Like, she always complains about how she needs more beautiful clothes. Well, girls will never think they have enough clothes, even if they live to be 1,000 years old. What kind of person is Jingzai attracted to? If my mother's closet is anything to go by, yeah. Shouldn't you ask her directly? Forget it, I understand. I'm sure many are interested in such a lovely lady like her. Still, most suitors end up being disappointed. I think you'll be no exception. I didn't say I was interested in Jingzai. Why? If the rumor is right, Jingzai has gone through too many memorable relationships. To put it bluntly, she can't feel excitement of being in a relationship anymore now. She might have a youthful look, but her soul is aged. Her heart will not flutter for anyone again. Is it because she's had too many relationships, or has she had too many heartbreaks? Because there's a difference. Though I suppose both can happen. I'm Kong's friend. Can we talk? I see. How can I help you, Kong's friend? Do you still love Guyu? Oh my, you're just like Kong. He always asks me questions that make me uncomfortable from the get-go. However, I don't mind answering this once if it means you'll give up. I don't love Guyu anymore, but that doesn't mean I'll accept Kong. Why did you ask Kong to throw away the Unity lock? That was the lock he held in his hand when he underwent hatching rebirth, yet that lock means nothing to me now. You also have a lock like that, don't you? Please stop bothering me. Do you have anything you like? New clothes and jewelry? Still, I won't accept them if they're from Kong. Why do you find Kong so attractive? None of your business? Kong is a great guy. Unlike his previous lifetime, he is very talented in the manufacturing ingenia. I just won't fall in love with anybody anymore. This isn't Kong's fault. Just tell Kong that when you get back. Yeah, that sounds potentially more like heartbreak. I'm busy. What do you want to tell me? I'd like to ask you about Jingzai. Although I'm a diviner, I don't gossip about others. The girl looks around after making sure the coast was clear, and she turned to you with her eyes filled with excitement. Of course she does. Tell me, what do you want to know? Have you heard about someone named Guyu? Oh, isn't that the poet Jingzai dated before? I've heard of him. I heard that Jingzai had a sweet relationship with him, but she seems to be single now. Perhaps the poet has gone through a hatching rebirth or fallen in love with another. No one is sure. No matter how happy a couple is, their relationship is bound to end up badly. Just like the divination, woe is the norm. That's why I insist on staying single. Does Jingzai have any hobbies? It's undoubtedly writing and reciting poems. Jingzai's hobbies are quite old-fashioned. Oh, you want to know about her other hobbies? Among us, she's most serious with her profession. When she's free, she'll do divination and predict the future. The questions she asks are mostly about her relationship, but the results are not very accurate. I'm tempted at times to give her a plaque that reads Genius Diviner as her birthday gift. What kind of person is she attracted to? I've discussed this with my colleagues before. I think Jingzai is into people who are unpredictable and romantic. As for why, well, it's been ages since she's dated someone. I think it's been a century. She was deeply in love with Guyu, the great poet. I heard she still keeps the Unity lock from him as she can't move on from the relationship. It's not necessarily that you can't move on from the relationship, it's that even though you know it's over, you want a memento from it. Is the lock similar to this? I think it's the same as this one. You can't expect any surprises from the things men give you. Their gifts are either tiny stones polished into unique shapes or small cheap crafts that can be bought anywhere. A guy wanted to gift me the right to name a star once. Oh please. Once Xianzhou sails off, I can't even see the star anymore. Oh, this is a divination report. I was looking at it thinking it was a puzzle. It wasn't.
1010.
There's supposedly a puzzle up here, though. Where is it?
Imagine if the Divination Commission could predict how likely a person is.
Oh, it's probably you. Sir? Who just rattled off the plot to Psycho Pass? Anyway, I'll head back.
Got places to be? I'm your best guide.
Ryue, what do you mean by that? I just want to know who Jingzai likes. I've said it 3 times. It's you, but it's not you. That's the result of my divination. I can't reveal too many details, but there's nothing wrong with this result. Oh, is he the reincarnation of her former lover? Did he die? Kong, have you finished writing the poem? Oh, you're back. Have you gathered any info? Maybe this guy's only like 100 years old. You tell Kong the information you gathered, including what Jingzai wanted you to convey. Thank you. I see Guyu has already gone through the hatching rebirth. Still, I feel like I've missed out on something. Guyu has undergone the hatching rebirth. What Jingzai's attitude towards the Unity Lock? I'll go with hatching rebirth. Just like you, Guyu is a Vidyadhara, loves Jingzai, has a Unity Lock, and has probably gone through the hatching rebirth. If my guess is right, in Kong's former life, he was Guyu. You mean I was Guyu in a former life? I'm the poet I've been jealous of so far? So, that's what "it's you, but it's not you" means. Do you have evidence? You already have it. Take a closer look at your Unity Lock. Kong and you examine the beautiful lock. A phrase that reads, "I love Jingzai" is engraved near the keyhole. The engraving was no longer clear due to the passage of hundreds of years. After checking it repeatedly, the two of you are even more certain of what the phrase meant. I didn't engrave the words. Was I really Guyu in my former life? Jingzai and I are fated up to be together. I'm bursting with confidence now. I have to confess to her again. Didn't you get rejected? Do I look like someone who wallows in self-pity? If Jingzai turns me down, I'll show her our love token. I'm sure she'll be surprised and curious about my identity. Let's pick a gift for her. Come and help me think of what to buy. Get Salesby to make a plaque that reads Genius Diviner. Oh no, go to Cloudbreath Sleeves to buy some beautiful clothes. Or the Jade Abacus model. She said she liked clothes. I believe in your taste. Let's go. Everybody else said that those types of gifts were cheap, so I don't want to fuck it up. I'm also just looking at my volume really quickly to make sure it was correct, and it appears to be. It seems quiet.
Got places to be? I'm your best guide.
How have I not picked some of these up?
This suits my tastes.
Welcome to Cloudbreath Sleeves. Our shop's interior is undergoing renovations at the moment and isn't available to customers. How may I help? Do you have anything popular you can recommend? Oh, yes. You're looking somewhat unfamiliar. I trust you haven't been down the Xianzhou long. Cloudbreath Sleeves is Xianzhou's most prestigious place of courtier. Even General Jing Yuan himself has respect for our tailors. Forgive me for being blunt. Cloudbreath Sleeves may be a hot courtier, but our prices are justified. All Outworlders who come to the Xianzhou order their clothes here. Could I interest you in a few custom-made pieces? Can I try one on first? Do you have any ordinary ready-made clothes? I'll ask if I try one on. About that, our shop's heart courtier has limited quantities. You'd have to pay in advance to try them out. And this is a new item, so we don't have any discounts available. Are you fine with this? Well, if you aren't looking for hot courtier, you're pressed for time to entertain you. Please see yourself out. Did you greet Jing Yuan with this attitude as well? Of course not. General Jing Yuan is an esteemed guest of the Cloudbreath Sleeves. It's only natural that he be treated as one. I'll just go ask my bro Jing Yuan about this then. Oh, wait, no. You know General Jing Yuan? Oh, please forgive me. You're a friend of General Jing Yuan's. This is all a misunderstanding. I wouldn't let you try ready-made clothes because they're all run-of-the-mill fashion lines. How could they be of any match for someone who looks so gorgeous as you? Away with them, I say. At Cloudbreath Sleeves, we arrange tailors that served our esteemed guests without fail. We've prepared a small gift for you. Please accept it and let us put this out behind us. If it would please you, how about an address and time, and I shall make an appointment. Don't worry, I've already arranged for the express passage for you. How about it? Is there anything else you need? Oh my gosh, this was not part of the... I'd like to buy the latest arrivals in women's clothing. Got it. I'll recommend you buy the latest women's crop jacket along with the stand-up collar from the Nimbus Chronicles series. I'm sure you'll like it. I've asked her to meet me at the Starskip Haven. She seems to have something to tell me too. I must succeed this time. I have a bad feeling about this. Don't jinx it. Maybe she left herself notes on the past relationship. It's tailored with mid-leg fiber nylon wool mixed with fiber of pure silk. The carrier package is stuffed to the brim. Judging from the bulging of the box, you surmise there must be lots of things inside. Neither the sender's address nor the recipient's info is on the digital label. Should you open it? That's bad. You frown. Opening an unclaimed box on the side of the road is unacceptable based on your own moral standards. Despite sometimes placing your fingers on the scale to adjust your morals, today is not that day. Maybe I have to. Fine, open it. The Shanzhou property laws place the right to ownership of any unowned courier package to the first person to find it. First of all, there's dozens of toy figurines. Each has a different shape, and the only thing they share is that they're unopened and in pristine condition. A protective film covers the whole of the section, and they're dressed pretty skimpily. Next up... Oh, is this somebody's, like, anime collection? Next up, there's a stacked photo album. Judging from the worn edges, the owner must have spent countless hours poring over these by candlelight, unable to turn away. The content of the images is enough to turn you red as a beetroot. Somebody's anime images. Below this is a small, palm-sized box stuffed with small pictures, probably some kind of card game. Further down, there's a gaming console plus several game discs. And even further, nothing. Just a letter that opens with a heartbreaking line. Marriage is the tomb of love. I'm not sure about that, but it's the tomb of hobbies. Oh... Oh no, he had to throw away his stuff. Please can this kind-hearted soul who finds this take care of my earnest collection of treasures. Thank you. Blindsided, you feel as though you've learned a valuable life lesson. Your eyes are glistening. I accept. The box is heavy. It contains the broken dreams of an adult. You decide to give them a home. Pleasant-looking trash. No, it's not trash.
Tusk pear wrap, song lotus cake, guaranteed delicious.
The digital bill and the open courier package writes, donation for victims of the disaster of the Ambrosial Arbor. There's another handwritten phrase next to it that reads, expired and spoiled, disposed. It looks like an intact bag of protein rice. Perhaps it's not expired and spoiled? Check the rice. You examine the bag of protein rice and conclude it's nicely packaged and has not expired. Who's thrown it away? Bring it with you. At least the donation won't go to waste. You guys are bad at volunteer efforts. I thought you would come alone, but it doesn't matter. Please forget about me, Kong. I've written a poem and prepared a gift for you. Bren, the gift, give it to me. Oh, interesting that it has multiple things I could have picked from. Kong, you don't get it. You're a great person and I can feel your sincerity. However, I just can't fall in love with anyone anymore. This has nothing to do with you. I'm not just anyone. I'm Guyu's reincarnation. Look, you also have a unity lock like this. Guyu held out the lock tightly in his hands before he underwent the hatching rebirth in the moonlight. He hoped to continue his relationship with you after their reincarnation. That was just his wishful thinking, which is why I want you to throw the lock away. You're not him, and he isn't related to you. You should search for your own happiness, not the shadow of someone else's joy. But I'm not pursuing Guyu's happiness. Kong, I don't want to get your hopes up. You still have a passion for love, but I don't. You'll be a parched man dying of thirst in a desert with me incapable of reciprocating your emotions. No matter how many times you confess in the future, I'll just keep on rejecting you. I really hope that he gives up on me. I understand, but... Kong, for the Vidyadhara, the hatching rebirth will wash away their memory. However, for some reason, after every reincarnation of Guyu, you'll always find me and immediately fall head over heels for me. I thought it was romantic and fun, too, in the beginning. He was a Cloud Knight at some point, and a diviner working with me at some other point, too. And he was also once a poet who wrote poems for me. For Kong, it's his first time meeting me, and the feelings he has for me are new, but for me, this has been my fourth reunion with him. Short-life species couples easily make promises about eternal love, but once you live long enough, you will discover how slowly it deprives you of your feelings. I used to do wild things for love too, but now, love does not leave a single ripple in my heart. I don't want to lie to Kong, so I hope he can give up as early as possible. I want to hear more stories about you. Fine, but there's not much to tell. You're very faithful to your lover, but your love life is pretty complicated. Just like you You short-lived species, I've experienced breakups and reconciliations in my love life too. Everything has got to do with the previous incarnations of Kong. Every previous incarnation of Kong is jealous of the talent of his predecessor, while Kong is jealous of Guyu. Guyu was jealous of the Cloud Knight before him. I think it's time to end this absurd love cycle. Is it because you're a long-lived species? I can't say it applies to everyone. Just imagine a short-lived species couple that has been together over 50 or 60 years. They might still love each other, but they won't be as enthusiastic as when they were young. Not necessarily true. I've seen things to tell me otherwise. It's just the people themselves are rare to find like that. Even if the relationship can last for a millennium, they'll just be two people living together. No, not necessarily. Again, you see it less in our culture, though, too, just because of how each side of the relationship is treated. Well, I shouldn't say my culture, I should say American culture, as opposed to my actual culture, which I don't want to get too into. It's more likely to last because it's based off of mutual feelings, as well as equality in the relationship. Perhaps short-lived species are best suited to enjoy the sweetness of love. Kong's case is special, I might ask. I don't know. Do you mean how he manages to find me after every reincarnation? I find it interesting too. When it happened for the first time, I thought it was very romantic, and we were meant to be together. On the second time, I thought I would have no problem loving him for another 10 lifetimes. But now, I'm sorry to say that I have no feelings for him at all. Or maybe you're still heartbroken from the last ones? I swear I could hear a chest.
How I wish it would talk to me again.
I swear I can hear a chest. Anyway. Maybe it's the warp. The warp point.
Places to be? I'm your best guide.
They make a glitter sound too. How do I get down? I always forget. Where's the goddamn stairs? Oh, dude. Hi. Could you please scooch over a bit? Oh, I'm so sad. Are you a mushroom now? How are you feeling? You must be a kind person to show concern for a mushroom. Forget it. I'm no longer a mushroom, but please let me lie down to heal my broken heart. You're a sorrowful sigh at the end of the world. Well, I'm just a tiny screw. I'm at a loss, hopeless in ways to mend your broken heart. Thanks. Just leave me alone here. I'll feel better after some time. Well, will you keep trying to win her heart? I won't give up. After all, I'm Kong. Here's your reward. When I get over it, I'll be my usual self again. Just leave me alone here. I'll feel better after some time. Yeah, I wonder if will eventually be a part 2 to this. Who would have thought that Kong was gloomy too? Don't worry about him. I'm watching over him. Just let him rest for a little while. He'll be fine after. After this trifle is over, I'm better off continuing as a gloomy mushroom. Uh-huh. Yeah, that can be... Ooh! Hard? You've smashed countless innocent vases like this before, but this one is markedly different. Instead of shattering to pieces as expected, it somehow stays in place, motionless. Hey, what are you doing? A sudden strange cry emanates from the base. You've been a nameless for a while now, and you can consider yourself experienced in many things, but this is still a shock. A talking vase? Have you ever seen a talking vase before? So we're up. I am the immortal in a vase. I've lived in this vase in seclusion for thousands of years, and if it weren't for a klutz like you today, I'd probably have chilled out for another millennium more. Sorry. No matter. Living in a snail's shell is pleasant enough, but I still perceive boredom once in a long while. Your disturbance is not unwelcome, it seems. This vase may be an ordinary object, but with the blessings of my power, a pipsqueak like you won't be able to shake it up. How do you live inside a vase? Why don't you live in a vase? The mortal world is cruel and evil. And only within this vase can I enjoy my peace. The universe is an infinite birdcage, and the snail shell is liberating an entire world. In fact, with the amount of power I have, most people wouldn't notice this vase, yet you did. If you're not an extraordinary person already, then you're destined for greatness somewhere. Why don't you give me a hand? Consider this an apology for disturbing me. Alright, sounds interesting. Very well, I'll consider it. Well then, please help me out. It's nothing difficult, and there's no rush. Just do it when you have time. Please find me 5 bags of trash. Within this vase lies a spotless vacuum, and I've always felt it lacks the hustle and bustle of mortal life. Once you find the trash, simply toss it into my vase. Am I going to get in trouble for littering? The vase stands here as much as a mundane object in the As the immortal vase claims, you've broken. Put the items inside. You gaze down at the trash in your hands, then back at the relatively small vase. Can you really stuff this much trash into the vase? But it's not something for you to ponder over. After all the pedestrians and the exulting Samtum, Alto can't imagine you running all over the place with bags of trash. You stuff one bag into the vase. It should drop down to the bottom, but you don't hear a sound. Then you shove the remaining trash. They disappear without a sound. This is the hustle and bustle of the mortal realm. I didn't expect you to actually bring it. Very well. This is exactly what I wanted. Here's a gift for you. The gates to the celestial realm are open. Come and get it. Put your hand in. You dip your left hand in as a precaution, keeping your dominant hand free to use a weapon, a toothbrush, or a fork in the future. You touch the bottom of the vase. The rubbish you dropped is nowhere to be found, and there is nothing that might be the immortal in the vase. You do feel something. It's the immortal's gift. You pull out your hand. The vase stands before you in silence. Protein rice. I got some straw from it, though. Huh. Weird quest. Oh, he's gone. Hello. Could you please move over a tad? Who's talking? It's me. But do you also think a mushroom shouldn't talk? Well, I'm so sad. But you're an umbrella. Oh, that's what everyone says. People say I'm an artisanship commission's civil maintenance unit type A. But I'm a mushroom. Oh no, I feel even sadder. So long, mushroom.
I'm a mushroom.
Oh, that's your voice. I didn't know you had a voice. I'm curious. I'll tell you everything I know, even though I'm just a mushroom. I think, too, for her, because she experienced so many of his rebirths, she would have to go through the pain and heartbreak of losing him every time, and maybe that's just her way of saying, I can't go through that again.
Peace. Peace is a...
Though, to be fair, his was the result of death, not of necessarily doing something to break your heart. So, there we go. It took 20 minutes, but y'all can stop complaining in the future that I left off in the middle of the quest, because I no longer did. So anyway, the sound and the fury. Long day's journey into the night, the Astral Express. We can now begin part 2. Hey, what's up? We can now begin 2.0. Are we ready to set off to the next stop?
We sure are. The warp jump device is all calibrated. But as the Express's conductor, I have 3 things I wanted to stress before we depart. This is why I'm here for this little Express meeting, too. Alright, then you know the rules. We'll meet in the parlor car.
Oh my gosh, there's more. There's more emails. I'm sorry, I was the one who begged you to start all this. Oh, it's you. But I'm also thinking of quitting. Please keep up. Don't be sorry. It's always difficult to accomplish anything of value. Giving up is something that's happening in the universe every second. It's people who bear the pain and see things to completion that are the most amazing of us all. Thank you for your enduring patience. I will finish the remaining work. Please come and see me when I'm done. Just wait for my good news. This man needs constant encouragement.
I dug up so many snow radishes and permafrost lily root bulbs today. I even have a hot pot.
Hot pot? You can do a hot pot with these? They're only veggies. That's not what I meant to say.
Of course I could do a hot pot. I also have a cream, biscuit crumbs, and canned herrings.
I want to eat too. Sounds tasty already.
Nope, you're too far away. You can stay hungry and watch me eat it.
Oh, could you? You're so mean.
Huh? I was kidding.
So was I.
Next time we can get Serval, Japal, and Pela to have a hot pot together.
Yeah, let's do that. What happened?
I think I ran into the legendary Bellabog caveman again.
Bellabog caveman? Is he like a yeti? What's that? A legendary creature. I sometimes run into it, but it always disappears so fast. Oh, hold on. It's coming. I take a pic of it. Attachment Dark Blue Caveman has been sent. But... isn't this Sampo? It doesn't actually have a pic.
Huh? I need to send this to Depard.
He'll definitely be able to tell if this is Sampo or the Bellabog Caveman.
Hang on.
That's basically admitting I went to the Snow Plains again.
Oh no. Depard is calling me. Talk to you later.
Are you coming to the next meetup? What kind of meetup? Did you text the wrong person? Was this for Pela?
It's the Tale of the Winterlands fan meetup? The thing I still need to read and is probably still sitting in my inventory? You didn't know about this? Then can you come and have some fun? Find us at Pela's booth?
What booth?
See, we go there to buy works from artists we like. It's not like we can't get the official sequel. Anyways, I need your help to get prepared. I'm gonna put together the good stuff I brought to previous meetups and lend it to you. Be prepared to experience the power of the Tales series. Haha.
Yeah, about the Tales series. My Legendia playthrough for some godforsaken reason has taken off in 2024. It is now becoming one of my most popular Let's Plays. I actually quit doing the Tales series as a Let's Play because so many people, when I initially did it, were upset that I made the Tales playthrough. Some people were angry that I had played a little bit of the game before. It's not truly blind if you played some of it before. I said I played some, but I didn't make it past the second half, if you know what I mean. The second big halfway point. So that was all blind. That's why I said it was blind. Other people were mad that I wasn't good enough. Other people were mad that I was too good at it. It made a mess. Some of my unpopular opinions that I stand by in the game, like, I guess that set people off. Oh no, women can be abusive too. What a lukewarm hot take. That hot take isn't even hot. It's ice cold. It's frozen. But anyway, my point being is the Tales playthrough has taken off so much, I'm kind of reconsidering maybe doing another Tales game again. Just because the people who were bitchy about it to begin with seem to be gone, and now it's like gaining a ton of views, so heh. Awkward. Anyway, I don't know, that might be something. Anyway, a new journey is about to begin. Pom-Hum has stated in the group chat that they want to stress 3 things during the navigation meeting. Given that the conductor rarely leaves people in suspense, perhaps you can mull over what they're thinking and play the role of the stern conductor straight man for the navigation meeting. Please find a suitable place for the parlor car to wait with everyone to arrive. I think it's because they're maybe finding videos from a particular creator that really likes the Legendia series, so they hear him praise it, and then they find me and my videos, which I don't dislike Legendia, it's just not my favorite Legendia game, and I do point out when there's flaws in it, and so they think we have polar opposite opinions, not realizing that I also follow said creator. Guys! Come on, man.
Time to head to the next stop. Let's meet up with everyone in the parlor car.
If we met, we'd probably get along with each other. You gotta stop treating opposite creator opinions like gang wars.
Pom-Pom's not here yet?
Pom-Pom knows how to keep people on the edge of their seats.
Ahem! Apologies for the delay, dear passengers. Something important came up, so I, the conductor, had to spend some time preparing.
Did you have to fix the fender bender we got from the beauty night? So what came up?
Yeah, what was so important? I thought everyone knew. Our next destination is the planet of festivities, Penacony! I know everyone's eager to disembark and get to that famous stellar hotel, But before we set off, I should remind everyone of 3 things. First, Penacony is located in Asdana, a star system brimming with Memoria, which has historically been one of the macro voids that leaked out from the memory zone. Even after eons, the Memoria concentration up ahead is above normal levels. Usually this wouldn't be a huge problem, but everyone's different, so if you exhibit any signs of dizziness, hallucination, distorted memories, or any other symptoms, you should take them seriously. Second, Penacony is a colony belonging to the Harmony family. It also marks the first time this family has extended a public invitation to other factions. Please remember that the Express has been invited as a guest, and that we must adhere to any and all regulations.
Got it. When in Rome, as they say. Don't worry, Conductor. We definitely won't embarrass the Nameless.
Has the Nameless been to Earth?
Anyway, third and final. Rather than being a request, Pom-Pom has a favor to ask of everyone.
I should probably point out that yes, Honkai Impact 3rd takes place on Earth, so yes, there is... an Earth.
If you could, I hope that while you're all on vacation, you could spare some time to help inquire about a few of the Nameless.
What Nameless? Are we getting new crewmates?
Allow me to explain. Just like most of the worlds that the Express calls at, Penacony is one of the stops along the Silver Tracks. Several millennia ago, it was an IPC frontier prison, and it was the Trailblaze that connected it to thousands of stars. During that time, the Astral Express once visited Penacony. As with all meetings, they inevitably lead to goodbyes. As the Express's logs indicate, it seems some passengers decided to call Penacony their permanent home.
Is this a rare happening? Who could be this important? It's been so long. Will we still be able to find them?
Don't worry. Just think of it as returning to your hometown. Following the Express's departure, the Stellarons cut off contact to myriad worlds, and Penacony's ownership switched hands several times.
How long ago was this?
Why did these Nameless choose to stay here? How did the course of their subsequent lives unfold? And what legacies did they leave behind? Retracing our predecessors' footsteps. That is in itself an adventure, wouldn't you agree? Even if they left the stars behind them, their trailblaze would not be over. That's also what the conductor thinks, isn't it? According to the passenger list, the 3 people who got off were Tiernan, Legwork, and Rosalina, the Express's guard, mechanic, and surveyor, respectively. No supplementary details are available.
Just names and occupations? And they don't even sound like their real names either.
March.
It'll be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
March.
We'll just leave
Don't
it to
throw
the stars
stones
of
in
fate.
glass houses.
Considering the Nameless's diversity, perhaps we might even stumble upon their descendants. Or, against the slimmest of chances, the very individuals themselves. We'll conclude today's navigation meeting on this point. There's a bit of time left before we jump. In the meantime, it might be a good idea to double-check your bags.
I'm very curious how, like, Himiko got onto this Express.
I'll broadcast an announcement before we jump.
Like, where are you from?
There's still some time before the jump. I should talk to everyone.
Because, like, I know where Welt came from. Whoop. It's our music from when we left the Herta space station. Speak with crew, optional, listen to the news broadcast. I want to listen to the news broadcast. Where's the news broadcast? Oh, maybe this is it right here.
Welcome to the Interastral Peace
I was gonna read it, sorry.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Welcome to a new episode of Interastral Peace broadcast. We are here to bring you the latest news from across the galaxy.
The IPC and the Xianzhou Alliance have renewed their trade agreement, bringing great economic benefits to both parties.
The head of the Armed Archaeologists of the Intelligentsia Guild, Alan Jones, personally oversaw the excavation of the ancient tomb of Emperor Rupert I. The ruins rank as a Category Omega site on the Potential Disaster Index.
Renowned songstress Robin has received an invitation to perform at Penacony's Charmony Festival.
The Garden of Recollection has gathered Memoria fragments from the lost world of Moonshield. The precious memories of this world will not be forgotten.
Let's take a closer look at the details. Regarding the IPC and the Xianzhou Alliance, the Xianzhou La Fu has opted to renew the trade agreement.
The agreement will help to open up markets and promote cooperation between the two sides in agriculture, industry, medicine, and culture, laying a solid foundation for a free, open, and prosperous business environment.
At the signing of the agreement, friendly talks were held between Madame Yukong, Skyfaring Helmmaster of the La Fu, and a representative of the IPC's Marketing Development Department. The two sides reached a consensus on various issues, including the impact of interstellar security on the free market.
That wasn't our doing in one of the quests, was it?
The IPC also expressed their heartfelt concern for the La Fu regarding the recent invasion by the Antimatter Legion and sent their condolences to the victims.
The IPC strongly condemns the barbaric atrocities committed by the Antimatter Legion and conveys the Amber Lord's wish for preservation to all worlds ravaged by that wretched force.
Emperor Rupert I left many horrific relics across the universe, and one of them, the Mechanical Emperor Tomb, has captivated the interests of countless people since its discovery.
The excavation of the tomb is led by the head of the Armed Archaeologists of the Intelligentsia Guild, Alan Drake One-Armed Jones, with assistance from Genius Society member Screwlum. It is hoped that the excavation of this metallic relic, which holds a Category Omega ranking on the Potential Disaster Index, will finally shed a light on its mysterious nature.
So that's gonna come up later.
According to records of the Emperor's deeds left behind by the Inorganic Legion, the original purpose of the site was to house the inventions inspired by the imagination of Rupert I.
Seeing as they keep bringing it up.
A spokesperson for the Intelligentsia Guild said, "We have no way of knowing what amazing discoveries Jones will uncover, but we are hopeful that his findings will further our understanding of the Emperor and help save the universe from the horrors that he will bring with him when he returns."
The Interestral Peace broadcast will be covering this story throughout the excavation. Penacony, the planet of festivities, announced that it will invite renowned singer Robin to perform at the Charmony Festival.
Once every Amber Era, countless followers of the Harmony will attend this long-held tradition of the planet of festivities, and together pray for a brighter and better future for the universe.
So is this done, or is it looping?
Robin is a superstar whose voice is known throughout the cosmos. She has been the recipient of many top awards.
I can't tell if it's just a really long broadcast or if, it's looping now.
That during the celebrations, Robin will sing a hymn for the Eon of the Harmony in the name of the family.
No, I don't think it has. I don't think it's mentioned the family before.
Event, sending the sounds of music and good wishes to worlds far and wide.
Why do I get vibes about that?
As we all know, the Garden of Recollection has always been committed to the restoration of lost civilizations, igniting the spark of revival across the cosmos.
According to reliable sources, thanks to the efforts of the Memo Keepers, all Memoria fragments of the dead world of Moonshield have been salvaged.
Moonshield was destroyed during an invasion by the Antimatter Legion, but with the combined efforts of the IPC and the Garden of Remembrance, the collection of information about the fallen world was recently declared a success. The Memo Keepers planned for it to be reborn in the pristine land of the Remembrance.
The destruction can destroy any material thing, but it can never take away our hope. The IPC will provide whatever support and protection within its means for the long-term development of all civilizations across the universe, including those that have perished.
And this is the end of our broadcast.
Okay, it didn't loop. It was just long
For our
AF.
next episode. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Thanks for giving me a coffee break. I finished my coffee. Alright, so that's probably a lot of hints to what's to come. Peaceful prime time.
How's it going? All packed and ready?
I don't have anything to
There
pack.
probably won't be any surprises happening on family territory, which is a bit of a shame if you ask me. But hey, it's rare that we can take a break and let loose. Let's enjoy it.
Mr. Yang, you look relaxed. Mr. Yang, you seem disappointed. Yeah, about that, yeah. I highly doubt that nothing will happen on the next major world area.
Well, adventures are exhilarating, but rest and recuperation is equally important. Rest and recuperation aside, don't forget Pom-Pom's request. The conductor has done plenty for us, and it's time to return that favor.
Yeah, I wonder if there were entirely different crewmates. Well, actually, I know there was at least one entirely different crewmate to us, but that's a big spoiler.
You're the picture of calm, as always. Meanwhile, March 7th's buzzing around like a kid on a sugar rush.
But I wonder if there were other crew members, aside from that maybe fluctuated and cycled out. I'm excited too.
I trust Penacony won't let you all down. But regarding the family's invitation, I do have some details that I wish to discuss with everyone, just not now. Let's enjoy our vacation for now.
Let's see how everybody else feels about. Also, I just realized with Dan Hung's waterbed of sorts, isn't this kind of like sleeping on the primordial sea? Is that why he does this?
Ah, I spoke to Mr. Yang. I'll be staying on the Express this time. I wish you all a delightful time in Penacony.
You said that last time. You're not coming? You should come with us. It's such a rare opportunity.
Thank you. I appreciate the invitation, but I don't like bustling places. And someone has to handle the work on the Express. Pay no mind to the matters concerning the Xianzhou. Penacony isn't the final stop on our trip. We have plenty of time. Once everything is packed up, I will naturally catch up with all of you. I'd advise double-checking your bags. Word is that the family's customs procedure can be quite demanding. Better to sort it out now than face issues at your hotel check-in.
What? You want to elaborate on that?
I'd advise double-checking your bags. Word is...
Double checking my bags for what?
Camera, check. Extra clothes, check. Toiletries. Aw, drat! The travel bottles I ordered haven't arrived. Although, I hear that Penacony's resort hotel is pretty luxurious. I'm guessing their toiletries should be just as fancy.
So, gotta ask. Some of these screenshots that you've captured, March, they're from locations and times that you were not present. Also, interesting how many of them have become my own thumbnails.
That means I can make more room in my suitcase. What else should I bring?
And no, they aren't screen caps I took, so no, they're not the game recycling my own screen caps for the thumbnails. They just happen to share similarities with some that I took. What should I bring? Take me some food. Let's take things that can be replaced. My big rule with traveling is never take anything too expensive or anything that can't be replaced. So I'm really good with being like bored for a long period of time, so if I was to be shoved like on a plane or on a boat or something of that nature, something like bringing a Nintendo Switch, for example, to me would be like way too much of a risk to be lost. So honest to God, I just take a book that if I end up losing it, it was a $5 book.
Oh, good idea! A vacation without munching on the go? Unheard of! But since time off is a rarity, I'm kinda leaning towards savoring the local dishes. Aw, this is hard. What else should I take?
It's about time. I should find a seat.
Aw, this is hard. What else should I take?
The barest of necessities, clothes, hygiene, a passport. Other than that, really not much, because remember, once you get there, you're going to be devoting yourself to what the other place has to offer, and if you're constantly burying yourself in entertainment from home, you're going to miss a huge chunk of the experience, which kind of negates the point of traveling.
Welcome to the Interesting
Every time.
Broadcast. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Again.
Welcome to a new episode of Interastral Peace Broadcast. We are here to bring you the latest news from across the galaxy.
Here, I'll stare right at it so it doesn't get the dynamic into one headphone or the other.
The Xianzhou Alliance have renewed their trade agreement, bringing great economic benefits to both parties.
Oh wait, this is just the broadcast from before, isn't it?
The head of the armed archaeologists of the intelligence...
Yeah, it is. It is. I can skip this. I guess they were just gonna rip through it again for some reason.
Hello! Attention all passengers!
Yes?
The Express is about to make the jump! The Express is about to make the jump! Please be seated and hold on! The train is about to make the jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, who's that? He said we'd go through a memoria, that we'd experience potential hallucinations.
Not another one. Come with me.
So, who are you? Where is this place? Where are we going? I want to ask all three, but I know I can't. I'll ask who you are.
These questions have no meaning, but I will answer you as best as I can. This is the border between reality and the memory zone. A dreamscape.
So, are you someone that I'm only meeting here because of my location, or are you someone from a memory in my past?
Right this moment, you and I have coincidentally shared the same dreamscape and appeared in each other's minds. This is the Land of Dreams' inaugural welcome for us. Worry not, for very quickly you will awaken from this dream. Forget everything that has transpired with naught but a faint lingering of loss. Pay no mind, for this forgetfulness happens with each new dawn. It is an occurrence that we have become accustomed to for so long. So, come with me. I'll take you home.
What do you mean like that? Do the people here
Left, the end of the corridor.
not have memories?
I will wait there for you.
Maybe, but I kind of want to Is that a dog? This. I feel like stuff in here might have significance. Why are they floating? Old TV. Something on it. Can't make it out. The, oh, lava lamp. Clamshell. Spa with the old 80s retro style. Top hat. Same sort of gemstone shape that she had. Pictures on the walls. Birds. Bird. Another bird and some butterflies. I just want to get a good look at this place, because it might hold clues. And a keyhole. The door has become a keyhole. A door to light. Kingdom Hearts. Hello? This isn't my train. Yet there's whales. Like Akivelli.
I'm not there. Turn back.
I do what I want, ma'am. These are like presents. The knocking at ungodly hours.
Galaxy Ranger Acheron. This is what they call me. You can call me whatever you want.
Galaxy Ranger? Ooh. That's different.
Open this door. Take a look at the mesmerizing dreamscape. Well, you can still remember.
Even if you don't remember dreams, sometimes they still leave an impression on your psyche.
This is... no way.
What? What is it? I don't know. They look like the bedside lamp my mom used to have. What am I looking at? Birds. Wait. Oh! What? It's mirrored. I've seen that clock in the trailer. But the clock is up there. But it's not down here.
This way.
I can't get through there.
After you.
This one has a yellow bubble. At first I thought this was a Bellabog space heater and I was like, wait, nope. It's not though.
Am I supposed to walk up the wall?
Oh, are we gonna invert it? Are we gonna do a Ratchet and Clank? Here we go.
How is this even possible?
Why not?
She can hear the thoughts in my head?
Why not?
Sorry if the music choices you hear up there aren't to your tastes, but something is always going. If you invade my brain, you get elevator music.
We're almost there. Can you still walk?
Now I am become Trailblaze, the preambular of walls.
You're funny. If you can crack jokes, you're probably fine. Don't stop, don't turn back, don't look down. Or up, for that matter.
Why not? I looked up. Wait, is that?
These voices. They're just shadows of the dreamscape. Pay no heed to them.
Also, sorry for anybody who's coming here for my Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play and having war flashbacks.
The Charmony Festival stage belongs only to you, little sister.
But if I can't sing, what meaning does a stage have?
Okay, these are people I haven't met, but these are, well, not the robot.
How do you intend to pull them off the stage?
All we have to do is present the truth.
and they will naturally reciprocate.
I wonder if Silverwolf is potentially coming to Penacony, and maybe some of these other people are as well, and so our memories and our dreamscape is bleeding into theirs. I wonder if it means that mine is bleeding into theirs. Ignore me, I'm just... This looks like a chess piece. Just the cute little teacups sitting spots. I am exploring and getting a layout just to try and give myself some pieces. Like, the clock is leaking. So is Dr. Ratio coming to join us? And who are you?
Ah, the charming audacity. To think that you, of all people, might emerge victorious, dear gambler.
3 chips are enough. All or nothing.
Like, I can see Dr. Ratio traveling here because, again, he's from the Genius Society. And they have plenty of access to travel worlds. So does Silverwolf. And you two. You two are new. I just saw the Red Ones trailer. Obviously, I have this character, but I just saw the Red Ones character, and it is, like, absolutely psychotic.
Memo Keeper, do you think you can just leave?
I'm sorry. The dance partner of my choice, I've already chosen.
Am I gonna? I was afraid I was gonna get locked out behind her.
We're here.
I'm guessing what's behind changed.
Welcome to the Reverie. May you experience an unforgettable holiday. If you need help checking in, please head straight to the concierge.
I pulled you too.
Leave this realm and rise as you would on any other day. Forget this fortuitous encounter and return whence you came. But before you do, I would make a request of you.
Even though I supposedly won't remember it. Which means it leaves an impact after all.
You may think it somewhat strange, perhaps even rude, but I wish to know. Have we met somewhere before?
Ooh. That was my question at the beginning. Perhaps we have. Probably not. I don't know. What do you mean? Perhaps we have. I don't know. Ah! It's like a cross between these. Oh no. The fact that it's in red too. I don't know.
You evoke memories of an old friend. In the haze of my recollections, she stood shoulder to shoulder with me. Much like this surreal dreamscape where we stood close, yet forever out of reach. May I ask you a few more questions? I tend to forget things, which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture what I normally wouldn't otherwise. The answer is inconsequential. Your spontaneous reaction is what matters. For instance, when you awaken in your room, your lips speak several names. Are they your companions? Family? Enemies? You seem to have forged unbreakable bonds with many people and many incidents. Might I ask if you fear losing these bonds?
I cannot bear such a fear. If it means losing them, I would. Absolutely not. If it mean... If I fear losing the bonds, if it means losing them, I would. I don't know if that makes sense. Losing the friends or losing the bonds? If it means I would disappear, I would. I feel no fear. It's not that I cannot bear such a fear, but I don't want to lose them because they are things. Something like that is something very precious to me. And I don't know if this is the answer that would capture that essence. Obviously, I'm strong enough to persevere, but and I fear if those. I'll go with this just because it captures it best.
Then, if there was a vast dreamscape, so lifelike it's indistinguishable from reality, there, no one faces life's separations or deaths. Everyone attains their deserved happiness and lives joyfully ever after. I would ask, would you wish to stay?
In False Paradise? It depends. Would I choose to live in False Paradise? Right now, at this point in time, I genuinely don't know. With all that I've been through in my own life, I genuinely don't know. I would stay in False Paradise no matter the cost, even if that means I'm not with my real friends and family. If I didn't have to pay any price, I would. That's not true. Depends on the price I'd have to pay. I would never want to live in a false reality. I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Now, imagine if this splendid dream were fated to fall apart. Friends, family, strangers, followed by the gentle breeze, soaring birds, the stars, and ultimately yourself. Everyone and every face they remember, the joy and the heartaches, the vows sealed and those left hanging, all will inevitably march towards a predetermined ending. If you had grasped the journey's finale right from its inception, I would ask, would you still embark on this journey?
It would anyway. False Paradise or reality. Every journey has a conclusion. I would abandon it. The price is too dear. I've already tasted the beauty of dreams. Trailblazing was never my intent. I would probably blaze the trail without hesitation. Because what else is there?
I know this is hard. You don't have to be hard-pressed to make a decision. As I have said, the answer is inconsequential.
Is it though?
Touch, thought. Through these you gain emotions. Cherish them. With emotions, we make choices. And so we return to the original question. I would ask, do you still remember me?
Do I still remember you? I seem to remember you from somewhere. This is the first time we've met. I genuinely don't know her.
I understand. How interesting. For a split second, it felt like countless versions of you, alike yet distinct, gave entirely different responses. That was my final question. Thank you. We all have our paths to walk, so we shall bid our farewells.
Well, I mean, what you described is how the inside of my brain works, but... Will we meet again? You haven't told me how to leave this place. I want to know if we'll meet again.
The Golden Dream is getting restless. In the coming nights of Long, I'm afraid you will face many tribulations and witness many tragedies. And finally, your sight will only see black and white. But please believe me that in that monochrome world, there will be a glimpse of fleeting red. And when you make a choice, it will reappear before you once more. What you must do now is ponder its significance. And then you can return to the waking world. That's where we all find our answers.
Alright, those choices must have meant something.
What's wrong? Why are you crying all of a sudden?
I experienced the hallucination thingy. I may have dreamed of a tragic future. I may have dreamed of an old friend. I dreamed of a riddler spouting strange talk. I dreamed I was slashed by someone with a blade.
Sounds like you had a nightmare.
Potential old friend.
You just arrived in Astana and already... you should be careful. It seems your tolerance to Memoria isn't the strongest.
I'll say.
Don't fret. Dreams are often the reverse of reality. While you were sleeping, the Express arrived at Penacony. Can you imagine? Yesterday's grim frontier prison is today's lavish hotel. I wish I could wander Penacony streets today, but I'm pretty train-tied at the moment. You'll have to be my eyes and ears while we're here. Gear up and make sure you've got everything. And before you step out, swing by the back and grab March. She's waiting for you there.
Is March 7th still packing her luggage?
So can we see it from here? Yeah, the big clock. Oh, that's weird. It's like one big hotel just out in space.
You're up? How's your prep going? Welt and Himeko beat us to the punch, but I stuck around for you. Let's get going. Shall we go meet up with them now?
I don't know if I'm ready to step foot in Penacony just yet. Do I want to split the parts here?
You left something behind.
Oh, I don't know. Is that gonna send me down? Long day's journey into the night. What was the achievement I just got? Let me check that way. Do you remember me? At the oldest outset of your journey, you find yourself accompanied by someone unexpected. I don't know. I don't know, maybe I'll head down and split there.
Shall we go meet up? Penacony, the planet of festivities. The universe's biggest and fanciest amusement park awaits!
Okay, this does take me down.
We're here at last! The family sure doesn't play around with their entry protocols. Our bags probably know what it feels like to be a celebrity now with all that attention. I wouldn't have put it past them to try and nab that Stellaron from inside you.
Shush. Thankfully they didn't. The Stellaron is stable.
Aside from that, I have to say the family has been really accommodating. Well, the hassle was worth it. Just look at this grand hotel lobby. And those endless rows. They're all rooms, right? Just think of the number of guests staying here. Where are our rooms? Come on, Mr. Yang and the rest must be at the front desk. Let's hurry up and meet them there.
Yeah, I think I'm still inside a chapter, so...
Welcome to the Reverie. May you experience an unforgettable holiday. If you need help checking in, please head straight to the concierge.
I didn't know his eyes. I didn't look that close. They look like little keys. It's a child from the dream. Do you work at this hotel?
I'm Misha, a bellboy working here on Penacony. pleased to be at your service. If you need help with your baggage...
Over here. Something's not right.
Should you need assistance with moving luggage to your room, feel free to contact me. Please, go ahead. Don't keep your friend waiting. Welcome to the Reverie. May you have an unforgettable holiday. Should you need assistance with moving your luggage to your room, feel free to contact me.
I hear this hotel is pretty unique.
Yeah, it is. The Reverie does not only provide accommodation for its guests, it is also connected to both Penacony's reality and dreamscape. Guests from all over the cosmos come here to immerse themselves in a marvelous, dreamy journey.
Aren't the dreams fake? Want to get tired out from all the dreaming? How is it working here?
A good question. Maybe not all dreams are false. Well, at least the ones in Penacony aren't. Or perhaps should I say they are... another reality?
Want to get tired out from all the dreaming?
The hotel's dream pool provides a comfortable dream experience, so don't you worry about that.
How is it working here?
Are you asking me? Well, it's not too bad. Many guests come and go, and I get to hear all about their adventures.
I see, got it.
You'll know what I mean when you enter a dream. Penacony will not disappoint.
Am I going to be technically unconscious this entire time? So Penacony is...
Yes, this hotel is Penacony in real life, and Penacony in the dream is a place where miracles are born. A land of lavish joy. A grand banquet where the curtains never fall.
So you're putting me into the Matrix?
It's hard to describe its magnificence in words. In any case, you will surely be awed.
Simulated Universe 1.0? I hear the family is holding a grand event.
Ah, you are well informed indeed. It is an opportunity provided by the family and a tradition on the planet of festivities. Everyone gathers in the hall, reveling in merriment, pursuing opportunities, staking all they have on one desperate gamble, and finally, their dreams become reality.
Alright, I guess I have nothing else to ask.
May you have a pleasant stay in Penacony.
Alright. So, from what I can tell too, with an event dealing with the family, I'm guessing they're sort of like mobsters by the looks of it. But I guess we will see. Also, I never really got a chance to introduce some of the new characters that I ended up pulling last time. So Misha is one of them. He is a destruction character. A lovable and thoughtful bellboy at the Reverie Hotel, he wishes to become an intergalactic adventurer like his grandfather. He is extremely hardworking and is skilled at fixing a variety of machines. He also has a fondness for listening to the interstellar rumors the guests share with him. He hopes he can grow up faster and looks forward to embarking on his star-trending journey. Is he maybe gonna be a member of... Oh, maybe I did save a few of his lines.
I should get back to work. We'll have another chance to meet, won't we?
Maybe I'll say the first ones again, just because I have time.
Hi there. I'm Misha, a bellboy at the Reverie Hotel. Welcome to Penacony. This way. Oh, here. Let me grab those bags for you.
Just in case people are coming in for 2.0 only.
Hey, did you rest well? If there's anywhere you want to go, please, don't hesitate to come find me. Working at the Reverie is awesome. I get to meet a bunch of people from really far away, and hearing about their adventures is fascinating. I'm going to work really hard so I can save up and explore the stars, just like grown-ups do. After a while, the machinery tucked away in the corners of the hotel tends to break down. But if I can fix them, I will. I don't like to swap out old parts for new. I make sure to read every issue of Stellar Cartography magazine. Oh, in the most recent one, there's a huge whale that can actually eat entire planets. It's incredible! I'm not sure when I'll get to read the next issue.
I hope that's not our whale. I know there's a bug that can, though.
He's already late. Wonder where Grandpa has gotten to. When I was little, I used to sneak sips of Soul Glad, and by the time Grandpa found out, I already had cavities. So we definitely shouldn't drink too much. Wait, actually, it's okay for adults, but little kids shouldn't drink it.
Is Soul Glad alcohol or is it soda? Because if it's just soda, it's... Obviously, you shouldn't give kids too much sugar because it's unhealthy, but just brush your teeth.
I often hear people talking about trailblazing like it's finding new places no one's been before. Penacony's had its share of finding new cool stuff too, like how tasty Soul Glad is, and the awesome shows by the Sweet Dreams troupe. Well, all of that was figured out by some serious trailblazing. Sure wasn't a walk in the park.
I hear that complaint so many times by parents. Oh my gosh, sugar is what erodes my children's teeth. It's an epidemic. No, it's an epidemic that you don't brush their teeth.
The job at the Reverie can get pretty hectic, but it's also how I get to meet interesting new friends like you. The songs of Miss Robin have the power to carry people to faraway places, beyond even the most beautiful dreams. I'll always be a fan of Miss Robin. Well, despite his young age, Mr. Sunday is already a big deal in Penacony. Just watching him from afar can make you feel overwhelmed. It's typical to see Gallagher immersed in his work on the streets of Penacony. He's always been so responsible and committed.
Which means we're going to be meeting these three characters at least.
Grandpa told me it's never too late to have a dream. He said what matters is how much you aspire to make it come true. I'll never forget this. There will come a day when I'll make both my and Grandpa's dreams a reality.
Yeah, it makes me think that he might end up trailblazing with us. I'm not sure.
Hey, let me tell you a secret. Clocky is actually real. He isn't just an imaginary friend I made up.
I think he's supposed to be displaced as Mickey Mouse if the trailer is anything to go by. So I'll look at the other ones as we actually encounter them.
Hey, what's the big gathering at the concierge about? We've just arrived and there's already drama?
This little small child has a mustache.
I'm sorry, but your name really isn't in the system.
But in the information I received from the Astral Express, it states that we already reserved rooms. Please, check again for me.
Yes, ma'am. Please give me a moment. The Astral Express, for Platinum guest rooms, whose names include Mr. Welt Yang, Miss Himiko, Miss March 7th, and Mr. Don Hung. These are the only 4 names on the reservation list.
Don Hung said he didn't want to go, though. Besides Mr. Don Hung, no, what's going on?
We've run into some trouble. Your name isn't on the hotel's reservation list. I understand. No wonder our friend's name here is missing. When we responded to the family's invitation, she hadn't even arrived on the express. Something came up in Don Hung's schedule, and he couldn't make it. I have an idea. Could you reassign his room? It's still the same number of people.
She's a new passenger aboard our Astral Express. We can vouch for her status.
Even if that is so, I'm afraid...
Show Trailblazer profile. Show Architect's Lance. I'll show my Trailblazer profile.
No, I'm not doubting your status. It's just...
Well, it's just that right now, we're on the eve of the Charmony Festival. Penacony's most important moment of every era. And with the family's invite, all guests from all over the cosmos have thronged this place.
I didn't notice the barcode on his neck before.
Hotel security is on high alert with 0 room for error. And with such a last-minute change, It really isn't something that this young lady's words can resolve on a whim. My esteemed guests from the Astral Express, please do not make it harder for her.
Also, I'm guessing you have some sort of gambling motif going on if the symbol on your back is anything to go by.
We're sorry for all the trouble our check-in seems to have caused. Might I ask for your name?
I am the humble aventurine of the IPC's Strategic Investment Department, a non-performing asset liquidation specialist and subordinate to Supervisor Diamond. I was cordially invited by the watchmaker. I also happen to be a traveler that's had to stand behind you for quite a while.
Leave it to me. I've heard that the IPC has also received Penacony's invitation, so forgive me if I'm mistaken, but you must be the representative. The IPC's elite certainly does have an extraordinary air about them. I suppose such an exceptional figure such as yourself wouldn't mind paving a convenience for us?
Oh, Himiko. She's probably like, in a separate universe, I had to deal with a whole flock of high school brats with superpowers. You cannot over-persuade me.
I must be hearing things. Paving a convenience? Shouldn't I be saying this to you instead? I've been waiting here for more than 10 minutes. Do you know how many credits 10 minutes is worth to me?
It must be an inordinate number, which is why now, Mr. Aventurine, I have an investment that you absolutely cannot miss out on. The IPC's influence runs deep and wide, and their word wields the utmost authority. We hope to borrow your status to vouch for her. As such, you won't just be sparing much of your invaluable time, but also forging new friendships.
Well, this is interesting. And how will my new friends benefit me?
Now this is a topic very much worth getting into. Just as we are guests of the Watchmaker, why don't we make ourselves comfortable in Penacony before getting to know each other more elaborately?
Sounds good. But, Miss Navigator, I must point out that if I do something about it now, the time saved is from my own effort, not a favor from you all. But what you said in the second half, I loved it. Friends, yes, nothing is more precious than friends. Especially a righteous trailblazer like a Nameless. Going forward on this Penacony trip, I'll be counting on all my trailblazer friends here. Looking forward to a delightful time with you all.
I'm glad you have put it this way. So about the vouching...
There you go, miss. Please allow her to check in on my account. I have an appointment with the family's Mr. Sunday. I will ask him to handle this matter later. Don't worry, I won't cause you any trouble.
But...
Ali, just a moment. The family cannot allow guests to enter a dream while bearing burdens.
Burdens?
Oh, speak of the devil, look who's here. It's Sunday, the most handsome man in Penacony. Along with a singer renowned across the universe, Robin.
He said you were the most dashing person in Penacony. How interesting.
I've kept you waiting, Mr. Aventurine. This way, please. Let us speak in private.
Astral Express guests, please come this way and rest your feet.
Wait, what? You're...
I'm guessing she's famous, but also the brother had sort of like the old-fashioned, biblically accurate angel eyes like all over him. I wonder if this is something else to do with what maybe he is. I also noticed that some of these assets around have like a cat-like look to them. Like, yeah, look at the mailboxes. Oh, some are owls, some are cats. With the family being dogs, I suppose like maybe there'd be different factions in the mafia, but maybe not. I'm not sure. I can't tell yet.
Hello, friend. How have you been? I sincerely hope you don't mind.
It's fine, I don't mind. Mind what?
My apologies for any perceived slight. To show my sincerity, I offer you 10,000 credits as a gesture of goodwill.
Thank you, but we can spare the gifts.
How upright. I like you. I must have you as a friend. Here, 20,000 credits.
The hell?
Please excuse me, I have some matters to attend to, so I must depart. But I'm sure we'll meet again soon.
I actually get 20,000 credits. What the hell is this man?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, but are you the singer, Epsilon Superstar? If I can stop one heart from breaking, that's your song, isn't it?
I never thought a cutie like yourself would be a fan of mine.
Oh, it really is, Robin. To run into her in person here.
It is an honor to meet everyone.
Are you also a member of the family on Penacony like him?
Truth be told, I am a guest like everyone. Penacony is my hometown, but I left when I was older. I was graciously invited this time to return and sing a song at the Charmony Festival. The person you speak of is Sunday, my senior, and one of the local leaders at Penacony. He is also the organizer of this era's Charmony Festival. He heard you all ran into some difficulties, and sent me here to provide aid. Alas, I arrived a little later than usual. I sincerely apologize for any unpleasantness during your stay.
Please, be at ease. I have instructed Miss Allie to resolve the system error as soon as possible. I have also upgraded your rooms as token compensation. Please wait a moment for the hotel to arrange for suitable accommodation. Mr. Aventurine has an appointment with the Oak family and has checked in prior. On his behalf, I extend his apologies to everyone of the Astral Express and wish for an amicable partnership moving forward.
Thank you for stepping in to resolve this matter. But are you sure about the rooms? I wouldn't want your other guests to feel we were being given preferential treatment.
Please, rest assured that the family will personally undertake communications to handle this. It is only right that we, as the actual administrators, relieve you of any problems during your visit in Penacony.
You know, one of the last planets I got a free room on and ended up backfiring on me.
I apologize
This
for
isn't a
taking
setup,
up
is
everyone's
it?
precious time, and we shan't keep you any longer. If you need anything else while in Penacony, the family stands ready to serve.
May your dreams be beautiful and pleasant.
It's just one surprise after another. But since that Mr. Which day was he? Sunday. Since Mr. Sunday's vouched for us, I guess we can finally check in normally?
I'm a little winded. I hope we don't run into any more trouble.
How does the saying go? Trouble comes in pairs?
There's also the saying, from misfortune comes bliss. Okay, there's no queue in the lobby now. Let's go find Miss Allie.
Esteemed guests of the Astral Express, your check-in procedure is complete. Please forgive us for any previous inconvenience caused. This is your Dreamscape Pass. It serves as your hotel room key, as well as a directory of all the amenities and information you require at the Reverie. It even provides smart assistants. At the same time, it is also Penacony's special, one-of-a-kind souvenir that belongs only to you. You can use the Dreamscape Pass's provided clock-in feature to record every moment of your wonderful dream. Save your favorite happy bits and create a Dreamscape scrapbook that is uniquely yours. Regarding the method of usage, the Dreamscape Pass will guide you through the process. I wish you all pleasant dreams in Penacony. You may take the elevator over there to reach your guest rooms.
All right, let's move out.
Where they probably put me in something like cryo sleep, because I bet this whole thing is just an outside to a gigantic dreamscape, and there's probably nothing on the inside. Anyway, we get our Disney pass. You receive the Dreamscape pass from the hotel reception. Open it and take a look. With this button. The Dreamscape pass is an application automatically installed on your phone. Press here to open it. Left bumper. Invitation. Dear Dream Chaser, welcome to Penacony. From the moment you set foot in the Reverie, a splendid and dreamlike journey has already lifted the curtains. It's not easy to put down the hustle and bustle of real life, and extraordinary courage is also needed to make the choice to full-heartedly embrace the dream. We have confidence to promise that, thanks to the family's most meticulous management, only sweet nectar and melodious tunes await you ahead. I'm guessing this is supposed to be like a Disney aesthetic, but Disney is outside of my tax bracket, so I've never gone. Before you officially enter using the dream pool, please make sure you have already read the dream advisory. 1. Maintain a calm mind. Intense emotional fluctuations may cause unexpected sensations when entering the dream, such as the sensation of falling, weightlessness, or pain. What if you have anxiety? 2. Please enter the dream lying on your back. Please do not attempt to enter the dream while facing down, but that's how I sleep, kneeling, or other positions. This will minimize the risk of drowning? Maybe the tub is important for, like, sending me under. They did that in Cyberpunk as well. Like, if you were going into some sort of dream reality or dreamscape, so to speak, for hacking, they had to put your body in, like, an ice pool so that the mechanical parts of your mind don't overheat and kill you. Please do not ingest any hypnotics beforehand. The dream fluid in the dream pool is already a fast-acting sedative and does not need external pharmaceutical assistance. If you cannot enter the dreamscape despite having soaked in the liquid for a long time, please contact the hotel staff. Yeah, how does Screwlum do it then? Please do not enter the dream naked. Your initial appearance in the dreamscape is the same as how you entered it. In order to not startle other visitors, please enter the dream only you have ensured that you are appropriately dressed. But wouldn't it still be a psychological effect? Wouldn't I end up wearing what I assumed I was wearing prior to going into the dream? 5. Please do not assume the identity of another individual. The family respects every guest's identity and privacy. Please do not impersonate, attack, or defame other guests in the dream. What if you entered the dream? Well, I guess this did happen in The Matrix. There is a trans character, but you enter the dream and you look totally different than how you went in. So your real self looks totally different than your actual body. On behalf of the Oak, Alfalfa, Nightingale, Bloodhound, and Iris families, we wish you happy dreams. Guest notice. Dear Dream Chaser, during this present period, the Reverie Hotel in the Golden Hour Dreamscape is undergoing renovations. If you opt to enter the Golden Hour, you will still wake up in the hotel in the dreamscape. However, you will be unable to leave the room and cannot use the hotel's regular services. We have designated a temporary process to enter the dream for guests that you may successfully land in the Golden Hour. We apologize for any inconvenience this has caused on your journey in the dreamscape. I don't know what that is. New handbook page unlocked. The Reverie. Another thrilling Trailblaze expedition is about to begin. The start of the adventure... Actually, I should read the one on the left first. More handbook pages will be unlocked as you process through the Trailblaze mission. Record everything you encounter on these pages. The start of the adventure does not take place upon white sheets of snow, nor the imperious heights of the Xianzhou. Aside from the riddle-seeking men and women, all seem to be well. Speaking of, it appears that no one has asked you a certain question. What kind of trip do you... something? Select the record, record your current feelings... or your opinion about the story. Do I have to do that now? Can I go back and look at the other thing? about my opinion. Select and record your current feelings or your opinion about the story. Stray toward local tourist destinations. Slumber the day away within the room. Follow the passing currents of other pedestrians. I'd probably go with tourist destinations. Thank you for using the recording function of your Dreamscape Pass. Each thing's on you. Always speed towards the local sites with the greatest renown. What a commendable go-getter you are. Traveling with you must be an experience full of adventures and excitement. Though, come to think of it, your role might then clash with March 7th. Maybe you should reconsider your personal purpose and make yourself a person that offers novelty as their worth. What the? You can decorate the pages of your handbook with collected stickers. During your exploration of Penacony, you will come across various stickers for your collection. Use these stickers to decorate your Dreamscape Pass handbook pages. I guess? Am I good? The Reverie is something like 15% complete. Can I use my mouse now? Thank you! Oh, there's more. So do I just... they're smaller than the actual spots. That's gonna drive me freaking crazy. Okay, does this result in anything? 45% complete. What's missing then? I could get some Stellar Jades from completing it. Maybe I can't do it yet, 'cause to be continued. Well, that's some. Dreamscape Pass. While in Penacony, you can use the shortcut button to open your Dreamscape Pass. While in other worlds, you will need to use the Dreamscape Pass item in your inventory to open it. Okay, so it only stays up in the upper left-hand corner while we're in Penacony. You can get stickers by exploring the world, completing missions, and participating in happenings in the world. Okay, so maybe this helps us get 100% so we don't end up missing quests like before. Use your sticker collection to decorate your scrapbook and boost its completion progress. Once you have collected the required number of stickers, you may claim progress rewards on the collection page. Yeah, I kind of figured.
You can actually... A dream world! I heard that Penacony transformed the dreamscape into a majestic metropolis. What exactly would that look like? Oh, I can't wait!
Fancy a dreamscape sightseeing shopping
Oh no, the fact that they need to put us asleep again.
Rooms are down this way.
I think the whole thing is just going to be a Matrix cryo sleep.
Hallway. Is it just me, or is this hotel too big for its own good?
Well, we got to put out the sleepers somewhere. Whoa. Yeah, this is all hotel. Well, this is probably all that there is to Penacony. I bet the whole planet, since it looks like a top hat from the outside, I bet we're in the pillar of the top hat right now. So, and this is potentially like the whole thing. The whole thing is just sleep rooms. And then it blends us into a mental matrix. Mental matrix later.
Quit giving me the stink eye!
Oh, hello, cutie! You come face to face with a bluebird, but it does not look like it's going to speak anytime soon. Who are you? Obviously, I'm an origami bird, and you can call me Dr. Blues. What's an origami bird? An origami bird is a bird made of folded paper. Haven't you watched Clocky? I have no time to explain the settings. You can ask the birds in the Great Tree, the origami bird's gathering spot. When you have helped find the required number of origami birds, I'll give you a reward. This is written under the storyline section. The birdie flaps its wings at you, supposedly tried to urge you to go. Maybe that'll be a quest later. Wait. there any... Oh, it's a big circle. Okay. That means there might be a little bit more stuff. Yeah, there is. It's another elevator. Ooh, okay, that takes me somewhere else. Which we're not ready for quite yet. I just wanted the rewards. Let me RPG in peace. Especially accessory leveling stuff. Like, Blade's ready to go. I've got his levels, like Cone and Traces all leveled up, but his artifacts, not so much. Relics, whatever. I do have a tendency to use Genshin and Star Rail terms interchangeably, so forgive me. I've been in this room before.
We're finally here. Let's all head to our rooms first and put down our bags. Welt, how about a drink first? Penacony's Soul Glad is very famous.
Go on. We may be thinking of the same thing.
Do you remember the invite that the Express received?
The family's esteemed guests are cordially invited to Penacony to participate in our grand celebration. That's why we're here in the first place.
You recall correctly, but there was more to this invite. Witness the impossible in the realm of dreams. Find the legacy of the Watchmaker, father of Penacony, and thus the answer to the question, why does life slumber?
I don't remember that part of the invite. You mean there was a hidden message?
This is the part that intrigues me. The invite sent by the family was nothing more than a music box that, when wound, would play an accompanying tune. But the box that was sent to us was slightly unusual. The music it played had off-key notes in the background. I recorded these dissonant notes, and they were a perfect match with the gravity wave frequency when the Express made its warp jump. Also, the Express engine's spatial curvature was its encryption key.
A distress call method regularly used by the Nameless.
I can't be certain. It may be a masked fool's trap. From the execution itself, the Riddlers or Inquisition spirits could have done this themselves.
When did you discover this?
When we were handling that Lawfu Stellaron matter. I told Pom Pom about it first thing.
It's no wonder that IPC Ambassador also mentioned this Watchmaker. The invite he received must also have contained a hidden message, and it seems like he decoded it. There's something else on my mind. When the invite was brought up, that family leader mentioned being one of the actual administrators of Penacony, and that it was their duty to relieve us of any problems. In hindsight, there was more to that statement. He also had Miss Robin with him. I'm no singer, but her voice sounded a little strange. Would a singer really take to the stage if their voice wasn't in top shape?
Are you saying you suspect that the family did not send the invite and is hiding something from us?
It's possible. The fact that the family sent out invites to the other factions is already unusual, and your discovery confirms that there could be a third party involved. I take back what I said. This event is becoming more interesting with each passing second. Why didn't you tell the others?
We shouldn't interfere if this is just an internal affair of Penacony or the family.
But you said so yourself. This could concern the Trailblaze.
Well, I did. Which is why...
You kind of forget that they're up doing their own thing
before
on the
we set
Astral
off,
Express while we're exploring.
I told March 7th and Don Hung about this.
So I was the only one kept in the dark then.
I just found out about the invite thingy. Ain't no biggie when the galactic baseballers in the house? No. I was technically in the dark too.
That's because you were zonked out the whole ride. No one had the chance to tell you.
Who sent the invite? What is the purpose of gathering all of the factions into Penacony? And why does the family choose to remain silent about their knowledge of this? There are too many unanswered questions. We must use the utmost caution before we go deeper. Right now, let's just focus on the conductor's request. We'll collect intel while enjoying this wonderful vacation. Penacony is, after all, a famed resort of the cosmos. Not many get a chance to even visit in their lifetime.
Just like the real Disney.
Head back to your rooms, get some rest, and prepare to enter the dreamscape.
It's time to head back to my room. Before entering the dream, I should probably talk to the rest.
Well, it's probably like, all my kids kept this from me. Remember, too, that Himiko was his adopted daughter in another universe. Obviously, this Himiko is not that same Himiko, but probably they have, like, the same vibes.
The decor in here is a little, loud for my taste. So this is how Astral High Society does things, huh?
So about the Watchmaker.
They say he's a historically important figure in Penacony, and tales of his life have been handed down over generations. Such tales encourage believers to come to the planet of festivities to pursue their dreams. He's an interesting fellow, that's for sure, and his legacy still has the power to draw people in. But how and why he's involved with that invite, and why his name popped up in the encrypted message allegedly sent by a nameless, I've got no leads for now.
About the family.
The family believes in the harmony, and their altruism is well known across the stars, a trait that is intimately tied to Penacony's stability and prosperity. But some factions have always been wary of the family, suspecting that their benevolence and eloquence belie an ulterior motive. So far, it seems to me that the family treats their guests with courtesy, so I don't think we need to worry about that for now.
About the dream journey.
The dream Penacony is divided into 12 moments. Personally, I'm interested in the moment of soul. It's a visual dreamscape steeped in Penacony's history and civilization. Penacony's Grand Museum, the Primal Waking Library, the Paperfold Academy. The pasts that we chase may be stored in these places.
I wonder if we're going to be able to jump around different locations like hands on a clock.
Past the guest room's dream pool is the real Penacony. Let's get ready to move out. Pleasant dreams.
The real Penacony, air quotes. Massive air quotes.
What's wrong? Not turning in? Can't find your room? Or do you have something on your mind?
About the Watchmaker.
One can't discuss the planet of festivities without mentioning the Watchmaker. Penacony's household name and figure. Fortune, fame, status. He built everyone's futures with his bare hands and became the symbol of dreams. But the veracity of these stories remains untraceable. Many have their own opinions on the Watchmaker's origin and past, and there are even some who suspect he's a conceptual construct of the family. For now, I do not think this invite is linked to the Watchmaker. His legacy, it sounds more like a marketing hook to drum up more traffic, if nothing else.
Well, he has a cartoon character. About that IPC representative.
An IPC ambassador who knows more than he lets on. A silver-tongued businessman. A flamboyant and debonair aristocrat. He could be all of them. My instincts tell me he's much more than meets the eye. Before the dust settles, we should maintain amicable relations with all camps, while keeping our guards up.
So about the dream journey.
The dream Penacony is divided into 12 individual dreamscapes. I've heard that the destinations vary for different people when they first enter the dream. As for me, I look forward to the moment of scorched sand. Its wild winds, taverns, and festive choices have more of a nameless trailblaze vibe. The moment of morning dew is also a decent choice. I can use that chance to visit the family.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat for now.
You must be exhausted from everything that's happened so far. Even if you're trailblazing, you mustn't forget to relax. Good night, and sweet dreams.
Yeah, I'm guessing each one is a different
March
setting.
7th? Has she returned to her room already?
It says optional speak with the crew, but I don't see...
Isn't there a sugar-free Soul Glad option?
It is a good question, actually. Unless it is made with, unless it is alcoholic, in which case the sugars need to ferment into the wine, in which case that means their wines aren't very old and probably also aren't very good. Anything else around here? Actually, I want to talk to the shopkeeper.
One peach Soul Glad? Shaken?
Greetings, it's an honor to meet a beautiful guest as yourself. Allow me to prepare a drink for you. Well, this recipe is improved based on the famous Galaxy Rangers recipe, rum, soda, lime, mint, and a touch of sugar. You should get the unique mix, Galactic Voyager, or a mojito. Sounds good. I had a feeling you would enjoy it. I see you're not quite accustomed to this place. Are you new to Penacony? If you're not in a rush to enter the dream world, please feel free to frequent here. The small bar is a huge stage. With so many customers here, this place is a vast repository of information and a fertile ground for stories. Didn't they say not to go in on substances, though? If you have questions or are seeking information, please come here and order a drink. A drink for a story. I guarantee my stories will satisfy your curiosity. And of course, if you have splendid stories to exchange for drinks, I'd be delighted to hear them. Here, this is on the house. Don't forget to come here often. Let's see what you have. A Pico White Grape Soda and a Classic Soul Glad. Huh. I'm gonna get one of each just in case I need them for, like, quest items. I wonder if this, too, is implying, unlike Genshin, which gets really weird, about characters being able to potentially drink, that if in Genshin, it's unknown if you're an adult, whereas in Star Rail, this is the game saying, like, with more clarity, yes, you're an adult. It says optional speak to the crew, but I can't find March. I found March.
Can't sleep from all the excitement, huh? I can't wait to experience the dream world.
Where are you thinking of going?
The moment of dusk, obviously. How can you not visit the shopping paradise when you're at the resort of all resorts? I'm all ready to fill my bags to the brim. After doing my shopping, I'll get all dolled up in an evening gown to attend Miss Robin's show at Penacony Grand Theater.
Oh, Robin.
You know, it's weird. Welt noticed it too, about how Miss Robin's voice sounded somewhat weary. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it was different than usual. Could she be tired out from her cosmic concert tour? Insisting on performing under such circumstances. Miss Robin is a superstar among celebrities.
That or her speaking voice could be very different from her singing voice. Mine sure is. About the event.
Here I was thinking of some good old relaxation. But nope. This event is a wild ride. The various factions deciphering the riddle, a power struggle of past legacies. It feels like we're in a live-action detective saga. Who knows? Maybe we'll even witness classic scenarios like family feuds, tragic losses, worlds torn apart, espionage situations, rivers running red with blood, stuff like that. This is simply too thrilling.
You've got quite the active imagination. That sounds scary. I want to say a river of blood. I'll just say active imagination.
Just kidding. How could that be possible?
That's enough chit-chat for now.
Don't worry. Welt and Himeko will have our backs if things go wrong. Let's just make the most of it all while we're here.
Is the bathtub a sensory deprivation chamber?
Odd. Why is my room door open?
Seems the older I get, the...
Room service.
He's...
How fortuitous. We meet again.
What do you mean fortuitous? You're in my room. This is my room. What are you doing here?
Calm down. I'm just here to soak in the festive vibe. This may be your room now, but half a system hour ago, it was still mine.
Yes, that is how hotel rooms work.
A lucky floor, a lucky room number. You have no idea how much I went through to book this precious space. And now I've given it to you. Treasure it well, friend.
You were the one who transferred it to me? You were the one who arranged the check-in? Well, it doesn't matter. You need to leave. This is weirdly... I can't tell if he's trying to be suggestive or cryptic. You were the one who arranged the check-in?
No, no. I only let you have my room. Penacony's a true blue land of dreams. How many across the stars would spend half their lives just to acquire an admission ticket into the reverie? Think about the type of people who can even afford to stay here. If it wasn't for my brilliant plan, you think the family would offend those bigwigs just to sate the paltry whims of an unsought guest such as yourself? So sit down and let's have a chat. With everything said and done, I think I deserve at least this much, right?
You didn't have to get me the bigger room. What do you want to talk about?
Cutting to the chase. I like that. Well, simply put, my friend, I need your help. You may or may not know this, but Penacony's far murkier than it seems. The family's eyes are everywhere, but you get the drift. My goal is simple. Help the IPC retrieve some things that belong to them in the first place. If you agree, when this is done, you will stand to reap great rewards, as well as the preservation's protection.
The preservations?
It's clear you're not just one of the crowd. You possess a distinct quality, so magnetic that it could sway the outcome of any game. That power, you really don't wish to use it. Or, you don't want to be rid of it. Why not use it to etch your name across the stars? The power that men both fear and desire is right in the palms of your hands.
Actually, it's in my heart.
Miss Stellaron, have I hit the nail on the head?
How did you know? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh dear. So, He knows I potentially have the Stellaron. You know what? He knows. I know. Let's not play coy with one another. What do you want?
I know now.
Nah, I think you already knew.
You don't have to answer me now. Sit on it for a while. When the time is right, I will look for you again.
That's not a guess you pull out of midair. You're making me second guess myself by saying, well, I know now. No, you knew. You knew. What do you want?
Of course, you can confer with your colleagues as well, or go as far as to use me in turn. I welcome that notion, because it will also show me your true value. I don't do deals where I'm on the losing end, so I hope that friends don't let me down.
I'll think about it.
Very well.
I want to see what your deal is too. You're intriguing.
Oh yes, before I go, let's play another game. A simple game to get to know each other better. You just have to guess which hand the chip is hiding in. It'll help me get a better grasp on your personality and the way you do things.
A chip is tossed into the air, and in the blink of an eye, it disappears, replaced by clenched fists in the hands in front of you.
All right. Get ready. I'm about to reveal the answer.
The coin flip was in my left ear.
I didn't get your answer. Oh, but that's fine, because...
Which means it would be in his right hand. See?
The game has already begun. Allow me to make you an offer. One you can't refuse. No reason to choose otherwise. And no other choice.
Hello there.
Huh?
What are you doing in my room?
Your room? Well played, friend. You haven't been in Penacony long, but you already know how to rope people into your cause. Oh, don't misunderstand. That was a mere reminder. This place runs deep with plenty of unsavory characters. Don't forget to stay on your toes. Like, keeping your door closed.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to matter when you have the key.
I'll make my exit now. Have a pleasant stay.
Also, I'm not roping people into my cause. They're roping me into theirs. Thank you.
Why haven't you left?
I thought this was my room.
This is my room.
Do we share a room?
I was just teasing. Please forgive me. This is indeed your room. I saw that man snooping about while I was in the hallway. Didn't seem like he was searching for his own room, so it made me wary.
Uh-huh.
I later saw you walking into the same room, so I began to connect the dots. The situation got a bit tense. I hope you don't mind that I pulled this stunt.
I have a strange feeling about this.
Anyway, as long as you're all right. I should return to my room too. But before I go, can I ask you a question? You may think it somewhat strange, perhaps even rude. But I wish to know. Have we met somewhere before?
I was about to ask too. Deja vu. Perhaps in a dream.
Yes. It was a dream. I had a dream on my way here, and I think you were in it. A blink of a thought in my head. This is your name, isn't it? Pleased to meet you.
How do you know? Do you still remember me?
You forget. That man mentioned it before he left. My memory's not very good, but it's not so bad that I can't remember details from just minutes ago.
Is he says he's from the IPC, but is he actually like the same sort of... I see you sort of like an admin entity. in this world. Like, perhaps you have a physical body, but you seem to be able to go between the barriers of whatever dreamscape matrix they have set up here. Is he the same? Is that why you knew he was trouble? Why you could detect him? Has my Stellaron granted me some sort of admin privileges as well?
Galaxy Ranger Acheron. This is what they call me. You can call me whatever you want. I doubt we'll meet again.
He said that.
Lastly, a gentle reminder. There are people who possess unwavering resolution and faith, even unto death, and they do not wield such conviction for good. And on that man's face, I see such a similar expression. One who wears a blade must use it to cut eventually. And when a gambler has nothing to lose on the table, he will surely go for broke and bet it all on a final hand. That is all I can say.
Is he gonna be our final boss
I
for the
thought
area?
you should know all this before making a choice. Goodbye.
Ooh, I just noticed the back of your sleeve. Like an oni fish.
Strange. I can't shake off this odd feeling I have. Forget it. It's taken a while, but at least I can finally enter the dream.
Yeah, you're back. Is there something else?
Sorry, can you point me in the direction of the lobby? All these hallways really look the same to me.
To the left. You show Acheron the way. She thanks you again and again. Is there something else she's leading me away from temporarily?
Seems like it's over. Time to work the dream pool according to the Dreamscape Pass's instructions.
I also got his coin. Is that what he really wanted to give me? Alright. Or are we potentially already in, like, the first layer of the dream? A token of the Interastral Peace Corporation. You remember the envoy played a little trick with it. And we also get a photo. New content unlocked in the Dreamscape Pass. Press to open your Dreamscape. You've obtained a sticker that can unlock the referee pages in your handbook, and it's really keen on me using it for some reason. Oh, I can't use my mouse. Switching control modes is prohibited. Why is it so much smaller?
Welcome to Penacony, honored guest.
What is the most precious moment in life? Listening to music while enjoying a Soul Glide, of course. This device right here lets you enjoy both. Actually, I'm trying to collect whatever this is. Lust Princip? All sorts of memories surge when music plays. Will cast away all pain. Once you fall asleep, it's time to join an endless carnival. It sounds German, but I can't say for sure. Actually, quickly too, in case I get thrown into bullshit, I'm kind of wondering if I should switch to like a base setup.
Coming with? I'm keeping score.
There we go. Aside from the healer, it's everybody who's here. This should make sense, shouldn't it?
Revel in sweet dreams.
You approach the dream pool and hear the sweet voice of a female singer coming from all around the room. Fragrance permeating the air. Together, these two elements envelop you in their embrace. The scent is sweet, profound, and luxurious, reminiscent of ripened fruits and distant oceans painted on that went by too fast. Perhaps it's time to enter the dream. You curl your body, lying down in the center of the dream pool. The icy liquid rises above your waist. Interesting that it's icy, very similar to Cyberpunk. The gentle female voice continues to whisper in your ear, accompanied by a trolling of event bells. The wild wind rustles through the barren plains. White nightingales, seagulls, swans, and ravens add to their symphony to the choir. Pendulum swings. You wonder what dream you'll have and slowly drift into drowsiness.
Please relax. Feel the ebb and flow of your body. Just focus on breathing and imagine you're in paradise. Imagine a dreamland.
Alright, library, whales, clock, screens, and eye. Hey.
What is it, Ratio? Why the long face? Hey, I just realized. Where's that handsome bust of yours?
He means the head. Not the,
You're late. By 4 minutes and 16 seconds. You better have solved the mystery of Akavilli's fall. Otherwise, I suggest not tangling with the nameless.
You mean you don't believe me when I say I truly wish to befriend them?
Clamorous people do not make friends. Fun fact, the Atini Peacock boasts one of the universe's more jarring songs, and your choice of attire is somewhat peacock-esque.
That's one way of putting it.
It seems this peacock is short of a feather or two. The family's been rummaging through your things, haven't they?
Yeah, by that gray-suited fellow. All the cash gifts and the box containing the cornerstones. Huh? Where are you going?
Back home. To tell the corporation that some idiot ruined everything.
It's nothing more than a few rocks. Why so serious? Who cares if they're gone?
Without that aventurine stone, you're nothing more than a doomed Sigonian thrall, sentenced to die by the IPC. Or is that serial number on your neck a cherished memento from the Amber Lord?
You're funny, I'll give you that. It appears our erudite friend has done his homework.
It's my job. How would a gambler wrest Penacony back from the IPC otherwise?
Interesting that he refers to it as the frontier
Doctor,
prison.
I have my ways. The family fears interference from the IPC, hence their constant intervention. Or to play devil's advocate, perhaps Penacony might have always been a ruse under the guise of the Harmony. If you ask me, that invite is nothing but a self-planted diversion. A red herring. Or maybe they're thinking of pulling off something big during the Charmony Festival. Or someone else made the invite, and they acquiesced to elevating the magnitude of the plan. Well, regardless, be it the family or the Watchmaker's legacy, as long as they're all useful to me.
Get to the point. What's your plan?
Well, no need to expand on that now. It's not yet time to reveal my trump card.
Damned gambler. Any true collaboration demands trust. Did that notion somehow escape your Sigonian upbringing?
Then, do you trust me?
That depends on you.
So you don't trust me either. Now that was easy, wasn't it? Also, I didn't go to school, and my parents didn't teach me any of that. A pity. They left before they could impart any life lessons.
I did not mean to offend.
None taken. But they did teach me that friends are weapons of the Avgens. Even under the watchful eye of the Harmony, our friends' performances have far exceeded my expectations. Let's see. The Garden of Recollection and the Astral Express have already made contact. The Annihilation Gang, I can't really count on them. The Knights of Beauty haven't given their answer, and as for the bunch at the tavern... Speaking of which, I ran into a woman just now who introduced herself as a Galaxy Ranger. The whole conversation felt off. Help me look into her. Huh? Well, you don't really disdain me that much, do you? Well, seems like I'm on my own again.
Which is a shame, because Dr. Ratio probably could have actually used something with that information.
So this is the dreamscape?
I'm back!
The atmosphere here creeps me out, and what was that weird noise just now?
I'm back. Investigate the unfamiliar room.
The Dreamscape Hotel. Under construction.
Ah, shit.
Please receive instructions from the Ho service.
From the Ho service?
And enter through the designated.
I know it means hotel staff, but still. The Ho service. I think I already got plenty of that on my way in.
Note?
Watchmaker's advice. The impossible can also happen in dreams. Find it and then you shall be granted an audience.
This way. Can you see me? Over here. Please, come this way.
I thought I heard a familiar voice. Is it coming from the painting?
I want to check this first. The door appears unopenable from this side. I could squeak through that, but that sound, it's coming from out there, whatever it is.
Ah, you're here. Wonderful. Oh, I thought you wouldn't notice me.
Very Beauty and the Beast in here. So, is this supposed to happen, kiddo?
Welcome to the Gallery of Thoughts. You can think of this as the entrance to the Golden Hour. I'm here to provide guidance to our guests.
We meet again.
Huh? You remember me?
Of course.
I'm so glad. This is a temporary interchange, so it looks a little rundown. The Reverie in the Dreamscape is currently undergoing a revamp. I apologize for any unpleasantness in your stay, but if you enter the Golden Hour, I'm sure all your troubles will dissipate in an instant.
We doing a server update in the Dreamscape? What happened to the Reverie?
Oh, you're asking about the Reverie in the Dreamscape, right? I'm not sure exactly either. I'm sorry.
What is Golden Hour?
You've perhaps read about it in your Dreamscape past, but I can explain it one more time. Golden Hour is one of the 12 dreamscapes in Penacony, and its time coincides with midnight. Here, the dream's time is forever stuck in the moment before midnight. Tomorrow will not come, and this night of revelry will never end.
That sounds like death.
That doesn't mean that time is stopped in the dream. To avoid any physical or mental burden on guests, time in the dream has been synced with realities. So don't worry.
But you just said it lasts forever. I picked up a note.
Note? Did you find it in the room? It wasn't trash left behind by the previous guest, was it?
How do you leave trash in a dreamscape?
It was my mistake. I failed to tidy up properly and caused an inconvenience for you. I'm truly sorry.
How do I get to the Golden Hour?
You just go right through that door to reach Golden Hour. I wish you an unforgettable dream. Right through that doorway is Golden Hour. If you've any other questions, I'm more than happy to answer them.
Alright.
I wish you unforgettable...
I don't know. Is this a glitch caused by actual server maintenance? Or am I going through a proxy? I feel like if this is a Matrix concept, you know, whole brain in a computer thing, I'm being served through some sort of proxy.
Behind this door is the real Penacony. I'm looking forward to it.
Allowing them to either monitor what I'm doing or potentially intervene. Enter Dreamscape. Even Pom Pom's asleep. I think the coordinates were off. I'm falling to my death, but this is amazing! Rainbow fish cake, yikes. Yeah, you just realized that now? Very funny.
What's that? What happened?
What?
Are you alright?
Well, I didn't die. The fall didn't hurt at all.
Well, you are in the dreamscape after all.
Seems like our guest here hasn't gotten used to the transition. Fret not. Feeling a sense of weightlessness is normal for new visitors. Robin, please guide our friend in getting more comfortable with the new environment.
Leave it to me.
Robin gives a slight nod to her brother, then locks her emerald gaze with yours. She smiles, and you see ripples shimmering in the depths of her lake green eyes, followed by a mighty vortex emerging from the depths of the pool. Your vision dims as your body dissolves, becoming one with the fluidity of space-time. Of the time-space. Is there a difference? You resonate with and become attuned to the serene fusion of frequencies your heart drums, leading the symphony.
Don't worry. Just relax. You'll be feeling like your normal self in no time.
Gotta put me under stronger hypnosis?
Inhale. Now exhale.
Instinct compels, and the stagnant fluid of your chest begins to flow again. A gentle warmth emanates from within, saturating every inch of your being. Your melodies slow down, fade away like a lullaby, and 7 colored illusions delicately caress the top of your head and closes your eyes. Its movements tender and compassionate. You feel contentment and drift into a deep slumber. You open your eyes and feel a vitality like no other. The difficulty you were experiencing a moment earlier feels like a distant memory.
You should be feeling fully in control now. Welcome to Penacony.
What does that mean? What did you just do to me?
I merely changed your state of mind for you to feel more at ease.
Relax. Just did some tuning on you with the resonance of the harmony to allow you to control your limbs freely in the dreamscape. Essentially, the dream of Penacony is a world formed by Memoria. Only by fully understanding its nature can you move freely within it. It's like learning to swim. It's easy to sink at first when you aren't accustomed to the water, but once you get the hang of it, you can float and swim on the surface effortlessly.
Does this mean I can levitate in the air? No. I mean, maybe. This is a dreamscape. But his point being is that you need to adjust to the fact that you are asleep.
Thanks for the compliment. In fact, we don't really have an in-depth understanding of the Memoria. Unless you're one of the memo keepers of the Garden of Recollection, it can be difficult at first to manipulate the Memoria as you wish. But once you've been tuned by the harmony, you can use the same laws of physics from the real world to understand how the dream world works. Oh, oops. I've fallen into my professional habits again. I just can't seem to shake off this urge to be a know-it-all.
Don't mind him. He's always like that. Please, enjoy the beautiful dreamscape the family has built for everyone. We shall take our leave. Have a blast!
New message from March. Apparently I have a phone in here. Awesome! We can send messages even in the dream. Are you there yet? I'm there now. Whoever there is. Yay! Well, technically I'm in the golden hour, so midnight. I just got in touch with Himiko and Mr. Yang. They all went to different dreamscapes. I'm at the moment at dusk. I'm planning to check out the auction. It's gonna be a pain to meet up again, so why don't we split up for now? You're at the golden hour? I heard the dreamscape sales there are super famous. Can you please check it out for me? Pretty please. If it's really fun, then let's head over there next.
The Dreamscape Sales Store. Should I visit it?
Real Latson's.
This place is bustling. There are so many people living in the dreamscape.
Let me try that again. Real Latson's rip. I can't. Bid farewell to all rules. Once you are asleep, you no longer need them.
Noise.
Trailblazer in Dreamscape. Hello? Oh, it's a sticker. Huh. Well, we're certainly here, but with that, I think this leaves for a decent moment to leave it off in Penacony, seeing as I feel like Penacony is going to come in chapter waves different than character quests. It's not going to perfectly mark where each one is. So I suppose this is a good spot for me to cut the parts to allow me to have a bit more movement within. But yeah, it's very interesting. Crafting some theories already. Characters I don't know if I should trust or not. I kind of want to, not because I believe in them, but because they're very interesting to me. Oh, and I suppose if we're splitting the parts. We have a few more days left on this. I think 1 day left, and then it's going to rotate the cycles to new characters. So I have this character in particular. So I guess that would lead us to do Dan Heng. I'm not sure if I should pull for her light cone or not. I kind of want to have Dan Heng in my party, but at the same time, this is a game that very heavily relies on like light cones and stuff. Let me check what I have on her. Because she apparently, I looked more into it, and is very difficult to build. She's very precise with what she wants. Okay, I do have a 4-star Nihility on her. Oh, decisions. Should I go for the cone or should I go for Dan Heng? I don't know. I have other characters, but at the same time, oh, it's a toss-up. I also recently got both a character and a light cone, so they're probably just gonna reset. What are the other light cones in this? Misha's light cone. What are the characters? I do have all of these characters, so maybe it's a good idea to go for light cone. Even if it's just for the 4-star light cones associated with the characters. There we go. We get Misha's light cone. Indelible Promise. Get 2 of them. There we go. Since I think he's a more basic character build anyway. Yes, I just had a really basic destruction light cone for him, but now that I actually have his character cone, I don't know if I'll hang on to the other one or use it to enhance this particular light cone. Increases the wearer's break effect by 28%. When the wearer uses their ultimate, increases crit rate by 15, lasting for 2 turns. Yeah, that seems like it's too good to get rid of. So yeah, there you go. Misha. Yeah, Misha. I was like, I keep floundering between Mika and Misha, so my bad. Anyway, I already have his relic set all ready to go. I now have his light cone. So we could actually start building him. What is this? Dream Collection Component, a storage device for Dreamscape Creations, crude material. So it's like a battery of goo? Install this device and you'll get a member of the Sweet Dream Troupe. Trying to figure out what it is, though. Aside from, you know, goop. Okay, uses the bug thing. Don't know what this is. Lupitoxin Sawteeth. Oh, it turns into like a Pokemon. Weird. Interesting. But with that, this is where I'm going to call it for my first little foray into Penacony, and when I come back, I will be in this exact location. But yeah, 2.0 has officially started, and I am very intrigued. So if you want to see more Honkai Star Rail in the future, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you all in future videos. Sweet dreams. Bye-bye!